Numerology Secrets, Life Path Number 6, The Complete Guide. What is Life Path Number 6? The life path number, also known as the destiny number, is the number that results from the numerological reduction of your date of birth. It offers insight about the core of your personality, and will also give you a greater understanding of the pathway to success in your life. Life path number 6 is sometimes called the nurturer, because you are such a natural caretaker of others. You are very in tune with the needs of other people, and are always happy to do things for them. There is absolutely no likelihood that you would let someone suffer while you are comfortable. You'd rather give up your own comfort to help someone else, every single time. You have strong maternal instincts naturally, and make an excellent teacher, childcare professional, or stay-at-home parent. The house and home are important to you, and you like to do your best to make those spaces loving, comfortable, and safe for those who live in them. Unfortunately, just because you are such a kind and giving person, doesn't mean that you never face any problems in your life or relationships. You have problems like everyone else, and we will talk about them throughout this article. Fortunately, you tend to be much better at working through them because of your gentle and emotionally intuitive nature. Sixes can veer quickly into the territory of being hypercritical or meddling, or on the other hand, you can put people up on such high pedestals that you refuse to believe they could have human flaws. If they prove you wrong, you are devastated and may rashly cut ties with them. With that said, the majority of sixes never go off this deep end, and have histories of extremely positive relationships with others. You feel a great responsibility to your fellow people, and are willing to go to whatever ends they may wish to help them. A more minor, but more common problem with sixes is a persistent sense of martyrdom. You happily sacrifice yourself for others, but are frequently faced with the harsh reality that not everyone is going to respond in kind. While many sixes handle this with grace and understanding, many more become quietly frustrated and feel unappreciated. This should be a sign to you that you need to lay off the self-sacrifice a bit and take some time to recharge. A bit of self-care, even self-indulgence, will set you back on your course of compassion and generosity. Shouldering responsibility comes naturally to you. Another reason why you're great with children, you would never resent the extra effort it takes to take care of them. Find work and careers that allow you to embrace this sense of responsibility, and you will be as happy with your work as you are with your relationships. Using numerology, people on Life Path 6 can come to have a better, more rounded understanding of their own natural personality traits and impulses, and by learning about these, can find the best way to use them to find success and achieve their goals. By unlocking the path meaning of Life Path 6, and coming to a fuller understanding of how it affects your outlook on life, you can use the positive points of the sixth path to your advantage, and find ways to avoid becoming entrapped by the negative parts. Life Path Number 6 in love and romance. Unsurprisingly, because of their kind and nurturing natures, sixes are very successful in their romances and relationships. You have an excellent intuitive sense of what other people want in a relationship and how to make them happy. There is no destiny number with which sixes are incompatible across the board, as you can bring out the best in any partner. People with Life Path 6 are caretakers at heart, and focus on a maternal element in their relationships. You give your partner an incredible sense of comfort and safety when they are with you. You may be the type of person who wants to rescue your partner, which leads some sixes to pick up relationships with people who seem emotionally cut off or maladapted. This can be an unwise move, so think it through carefully before getting yourself committed to someone like this. Some people are rescue-able, and some people will resist you every step of the way and just take a toll on your mental health. You can build harmonious relationships with anyone, but the most positive relationships that sixes have are with 1, 2, and 9. 1 and 9 have a drive for success that you are happy to help them achieve, and are always happy to be showered in your affections. You have highly compatible love languages, which speak well to each other. 1 in particular makes an excellent match, because one's high sense of motivation rubs off on you and encourages you to think big, while your compassionate nature eases some of one's intense single-mindedness. Emotional and compassionate 2s are a match for your sensitivity, and you will probably never fight, ever. You have very tender relationships, and can talk through your problems without ever becoming upset at each other. A2 is also probably your best bet if you're attracted to the sappy traditions of romance. Chocolates, a dozen red roses, and candlelit dinners are the wheelhouse of this combination. 5 and 3 can be slightly more difficult to form relationships with, as they may feel that you are smothering them, or trying to impose restrictions on them with your sense of responsibility. However, it is very possible to strike a harmonious balance, where they understand that you are motivated purely by affection. No matter who you choose to romance, be conscious that you are very strongly inclined to take on a maternal role, and to make sure that this is something your partner appreciates. A note, remember, as always, that numerological compatibility is not a substitute for the human factor that makes all of us unique. If it were as easy as compatible destiny numbers, you might as well be the exact same person as anyone born on the same day. Always take personal variations into account. Life path number 6 in careers and business. Number 6s are naturals for leadership positions. This surprises some people who think you're too retiring and gentle to be a leader, but it's the truth. In fact, your compassion makes you an extremely popular leader, because you know what the people you're leading are thinking and feeling. You're very good at motivating people, not through sheer brute force or charisma, but by appealing to their feelings. You make people feel safe and give them a lot of confidence in you. You can be a bit of a control freak, which is another reason you're great in leadership positions. You want to keep all your ducks in a row, and are quick to patch up any problems that you perceive in the course of your rigorous investigations of everything that you're in charge of. You have absolutely no fear of responsibility, which is an excellent quality for sixes who choose to go into fields like childcare, teaching, or nursing. You are not crippled by hesitation or fear of making the wrong choice, but instead are blessed with a great ability to keep a cool head under pressure. The greatest problem that you have in finding a fulfilling career is that many people underestimate you. Because you seem soft-spoken and are a bona fide homebody, people may not take you seriously in the workplace. This isn't fair, but it's the truth. It's up to you to convince them that you are a successful person by being successful. Work hard and without complaint on high-impact projects, and let the results speak for themselves. You will quickly become popular with your coworkers, which can help your boss see how important you are. Don't let your self-sacrificing tendencies get in the way of a bit of hard-nosed business acumen. Don't let yourself be the woman who never asks for a raise. Your boss won't give it to you if you don't ask. Many people are surprised to realize, after years with a business, that they're only sabotaging themselves by waiting patiently to be recognized. Real success goes to people who march right up to the CEO, introduce themselves, and explain why they're crucial to the company. Successful people also negotiate terms of employment cordially but firmly on a regular basis. Because you're such a likable and amicable seeming individual, you'll probably have even more success with this than, say, a 1 or a 3, who can come off as excessively blunt or scatterbrained, respectively. Don't sabotage yourself in your career. You're your own worst enemy when it comes to climbing up the corporate ladder. And in case it's not clear, although it's not the case for everyone, for many sixes the top of the ladder is an extremely desirable place to be, not because of the prestige, but because of the security. A big-time salary will allow you to provide for your loved ones, which is something that many sixes desire deeply. Besides that, managing other people appeals to you more than doing grunt work, and you'll enjoy being responsible for the work of others. Finding fulfillment on life path number 6 using numerology, 6 can become one of the most personally happy of all the numbers. You do not have the lofty ambitions that some numbers spend their lives chasing, nor do you, like 5 or 3, find yourself perpetually unsatisfied with your current situation. You can find incredible amounts of joy in whatever circumstance you happen to be in. However, you, like all numbers, must actively cultivate this joy in order to reap its full benefits. If you make efforts to develop your nurturing personality, while also pursuing the more visionary humanitarian efforts that appeal deeply to you, you will never have difficulty in finding fulfillment. The greatest risks for 6 in the pursuit of happiness is that you may, on a subconscious level, believe that you are not worthy of happiness. Because of this nagging subconscious fear, you throw yourself entirely into helping others and neglect yourself. This is the reasoning behind many sixes' tendency towards martyrdom, but it is something that you can consciously work to overcome. This is all well and good in moderate doses. Helping others can never be said to be a bad thing, but if you go too long without doing anything to care for yourself, you will burn out your admittedly abundant store of goodwill and may become bitter and resentful. Your devotion to others is both your greatest weakness and your greatest strength, and it's up to you to find a way to balance it with necessary acts of self-care, so that you retain the responsible and loving personality that is so important to your place in the world. You have an excellent balance of being big picture and detail-oriented, which can make you extremely successful in almost any project and pursuit. Make sure that you're working productively with others, rather than overstepping boundaries by giving too many orders. You might construct the perfect set of instructions, but you need to use your excellent sense of empathy to ensure that other people aren't perceiving you as meddling. It's never, rarely, your intention, but sometimes that's how you can come off. You also have a sense of beauty that should not be ignored. You love to surround yourself with things that appeal to your aesthetic and sensual sensibilities: artwork, music, luxurious objects, big cozy couches, and delightful people. You can find fulfillment by bringing that sense of beauty into all your pursuits. When combined with your excellent project management skills and your empathetic humanitarianism, there isn't much that you can't do with skill and aplomb. By taking advantage of your wide range of complementary skills, you can find success in almost any field you decide to pursue, whether that's starting a family or becoming CEO of an oil company. You just need to balance your self-sacrificing qualities so that you know that your self-sacrifice will pay off in the end. Final thought: 6's numerology definition should have already indicated to you, without a doubt, that you are a person bound for success in this world. You have an uncommon set of qualities, nurturing, but also hard-working, with just a dash of ambition. You may not have the iron-willed desire for success that characterizes a 1, or the unshakable steady work ethic of a 4, but you have enough of both these qualities, combined with a genuine ability to relate to people, that you will never fail at anything you truly set your mind to. Your biggest struggle in finding success and fulfillment as a 6 is balancing your desire to do good for others with your entirely natural and reasonable desire to have some recognition for your good work. You may feel like you have no right to ask for recognition, and that's just not true. You have every right to ask that your work should be recognized. It's much more effective and positive for all involved if you say, "Hey, I worked really hard on that, do you like it?" rather than clinging to a modesty that has you turning down every compliment, and then wondering why no one compliments you. Also, learn how to relinquish control once in a while. Let your family take you on a vacation to an all-inclusive resort or on a cruise where every decision is made for you. It's good for you. The combination of giving up control and indulging yourself will help you, and those around you, a lot in the long run. Use your naturally nurturing personality to build positive, lasting relationships with others. People love you and are drawn to you, so you virtually have your pick of relationships. Choose wisely. Everyone wants you, but you can't be everything to everyone, so put the most effort into relationships that will be the most beneficial for you, the other person, and the world at large. By understanding number 6's meaning as your life path number, you can develop a lifestyle that takes advantage of your best qualities. By being aware of both positive and negative qualities of destiny number 6, you can take advantage of your best characteristics, and not be limited by the negative ones. Can you feel the power of your life path number 6? Are you deeply empathetic and caring for others? Do you sometimes stray into a slightly meddling tendency, out of your sheer desire to help others reach the best possibilities? How will you harness your destiny number's natural energy to fulfill your goals and reach your dreams? Please like this video if you found it useful or enjoyable. Share it to share the advice contained here with other people who share your life path number.